Welcome to Season 2 of our Alumni Talks, where we bring you more stories of success, growth, and impact from our remarkable graduates. In this season, we continue to connect with our alumni trailblazers who are making waves in various fields, from education, entrepreneurship, engineering, science, arts, technology, and beyond. Join us as we gain valuable insights from their experiences, learn from the challenges, and celebrate their accomplishments. Get ready for another season of inspiration and connection here at Alumni Talks.
Good evening, Trailblazers, and welcome to another episode of Alumni Talks. My name is Mayor, and I am thrilled to be your host tonight as we bring you another insightful and inspiring conversation with our esteemed alumni guest. Whether you are a student just starting out on your career journey or a seasoned professional looking to take your career to the next level, so this show is for you. Starting a career in a startup can be like exciting and challenging journey, and this filled with ups and downs. With the right mindset, the skills, the attitude, anyone can thrive in this dynamic environment. So tonight, we will be joined by one of the successful alumni of the university who has successfully navigated the challenges and opportunities in the startup world, and he is here to share his stories with you. Further ado, let me introduce tonight's speaker, Mr. Ronald Rhey Miñoza. Hi, Sir Rhey. How are you po?
Hello po, I'm Miss May.
Kamusta, sir?
I'm good. I'm very good. It's been very exciting. It's very interesting for the last since after COVID we have a very challenging experience. But
yes,
after that, like it's also an opposite side. I have a very interesting few months.
Wow, thank you po. And we are as well glad here that you said yes to this and to have you here in our Alumni Talk Season 2. So would you like, sir, to greet our live audience who are watching us tonight?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rhey Miñoza, and I hope I could share some insights with startups or having a startups.
Thank you, sir. So to start our chikahan tonight, can you please walk us through to your career experience? Like, where did you start working after you graduate, and what do you currently do?
Yeah, sure. I graduated around 2006, and after that, a lot of my classmates, a lot of my friends wanted to work already, wanted to be an employee. But for me, once I graduated, I already jumped to the technopreneurship aspect. So I started doing business already since I graduated. So I started around an internet cafe. Actually, when we had our job OGT, we already did some. We sell some CDs. So we already venture some businesses when we had our OGT. Then the money that we earned from our OGT selling CDs, we used that to start our internet cafe. Then from there, I went to another business from going to networking, computer servicing. Then around 2008, I started BPO, building websites, building e-commerce. So that's I started my career in terms of startup or technopreneurship From there, actually, by 2012, I decided to study MBA, Master in Business Administration in Xavier, because I felt that I lack a lot of skills in terms of financial literacy, in terms of management. So I studied MBA and learned a lot of things. I also meet a lot of great people. So after that, 2015, I also started Street Buy. If you're familiar with Street Buy, it's a super app. We started around 2000. Actually, it founded 2016. Then, unfortunately, last 2021 we had to end. So, I was able to really run. We were able to run the company for 5 years, and it was really that is one of my biggest achievement probably. Since we were able to expand in different cities, we were able to raise a good amount of money, and despite being here in Mindanao, being in Cagayan de Oro, it's very challenging finding resources. And right now, I'm very happy. I'm very somewhat fulfilled in what I have achieved and what I'm currently doing right now. So I have a new company. It's called Project Moonshot.
Wow.
So suntok sa buwan, basically. And we have this slogan that together we can achieve. We have this slogan that together we can achieve the extraordinary. So I have this wonderful team, and we're currently building great products. So we're currently building a native hybrid cloud with microservices. And really our approach is pure in software engineering approach. So it's really very technical and very challenging and very exciting endeavor right now.
Wow, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your milestone in life with us. To jumpstart our conversation, sir, so can you please tell us about your experience working in a startup and what draw you to this career path, sir?
Yeah, my mother is our breadwinner. I had drunkard father, and I grew up with my mom only. Was working for us. She's working as a midwife in the evening. Then in the morning, she's running a business. So with 3 of my sisters, so basically she's running the business. So, and I grew up seeing her jumping from one business to another. So, and I've seen her struggle. I've been there helping her. Like we sell banana Q in the front of the school together. So that's why when I graduated, I decided to really to pursue the what my mother started. So I wanna create my own business. I wanna become a technopreneur. So yeah, that's basically how it started. And until now, it's been almost 17 years since I graduated, and I'm happy to be really a pure technopreneur.
So working in a startup, sir, can be like unique and rewarding experience, and some of the reasons why individuals may be drawn to this career path is what you have mentioned, that you have experienced it, my good sir. So, and I'd like to add as well that it's opportunity to make an impact, like the flexibility, the learning opportunities, the innovation, the creativity, and its potential, sir, in financial reward somehow. With that being said, what are some important qualities ba, sir, that one should possess in order to succeed in a startup environment?
Yeah, I think just one word that I would always in my mind. Every time I had some challenges, every time we call it, if there's already a wall, once you meet a wall, you have to. I will always remember this, that I have this grit. So what grit means is that the determination, the passion, and the willingness to really overcome your challenges despite of what is that. You know, basically, you never stop. You never stop thinking. If there's a wall, nagitubang kag wall dia, and you don't know what to do, and just probably relax, think, rest, then probably a solution will come when you sleep, when you jog. So there's always a solution. So that's really something that I would say na living proof that no matter what the challenges is, there's always a solution. And every step that you take, it's somewhat more fulfilling. Like today you're very happy, and tomorrow probably you feel you failed, or you bump some problems, and you get frustrated. And in the next day there's a solution. Oh, you feel excited again, and you feel happy again. So that's how entrepreneurship is, and it's very exciting and enjoying.
Yeah, I'd like to affirm, sir, no. So succeeding in a startup environment requires a combination of skills, the traits, the behaviors, and that includes the grit, as you've mentioned, the adaptability, the creativity, the persistence, the resourcefulness, passion, and resilience. You can add more to this, and thank you so much, sir, for sharing that input, Sir Rhey. In relation to that, how can one best prepare for a career startup? In startup, I mean, both in terms of the education and practical experience.
Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, I graduated here in USTP. When I graduated here in USTP, we are more focused on the technology, like the technical skills. I think that time it was not really more on that entrepreneurship at the time. So that's the reason that I really like entrepreneurship. I like technopreneurship. So I started my own business, and there I've seen a lot of problems, a lot of lack, the skills that I lack. So especially with financial literacy, accounting, people management. And if I were go back in time, if I will go back to school, I would prefer colleges or universities that teach all these aspects aside from technology, aside from technical, also for soft skills. So you need both soft skills and hard skills to really become successful in terms of pursuing your career on technopreneurship or entrepreneurship.
Yeah, preparing for a career in startup, ladies or no, it really requires a combination of the education and the practical experience. And I'd like to agree that if you trailblazers want to pursue your career in startup, you also have to consider a degree in relevant to the field, such as actually it also connects to the startup, somehow the computer science, we have here in USTP the engineering and many more, and that mentioned na mga courses are also offered here in USTP. And as you observed a while ago, sir, that one of the best ways to prepare for a career in startup is to gain practical experience. And considering its preparatory na din, sir, how can one build a network in the startup community, and what are some effective ways po, sir, to stay up to date on the industry trends and developments?
Yeah, for the up-to-date trends, I always read articles online. I even read a lot of ebooks. So that's how I keep updating, and talk to your friends. Just if you are a technologist, you love reading a lot of innovations, ideas, trends. So that's somewhat a part of you being a technopreneur.
That's true, sir. No, building a network in the startup community is essential for staying connected with the latest trends and developments, finding potential to co-founders somehow, maybe investors, and also mentorship and support. And it's true that you've mentioned a while ago, talk to people. No, ayaw ilet imong self to somehow nga dili nimo ma-express imong idea. On the other hand, we have seen, sir, that the beautiful factor of startup somehow and its potential, but what are some common challenges, sir, that one might face when working in startup, and how can they be overcome?
Actually, there's a lot of challenges when you start your own startup. I would say first is, how do you start a company without funds? Like limited funding, probably. So that's one of the challenges, that how can you raise funding. So for that, the way to do it is, as long that you are passionate with your idea, with your startup, somehow it will give you the resource that you need. So that's how I started. I started thinking, like, I had this idea 2013 to create a startup, but it took me 2 years after getting the funding that I need. So, but basically it evolved from one idea, it evolved to another idea, and somehow as long that you keep hustling, you'll be able to get that funds that you need. Then probably one challenges that you would face is people. Like, how do you manage people? How do you convince people to work with you, to be your partner, to be your leaders, or even to. So that's one of the challenges, and people is very hard to manage. Lisod yun ang tao i-manage. But for me, as long that you have the integrity, you believe in your product, and just be truthful to yourself and truthful to your employees, I think, to your partners, I think that's the key. No, they will trust you and you will trust them.
Yeah, vice versa. Working in startup can be challenging, but it also comes with its own unique set of challenges. And with that, thank you, Sir Rhey, for being aware of these challenges and taking steps to overcome them. And you can really succeed, sir, in startup environment and make positive impact on the company and to the event, even to yourself when it comes to your growth and success. On the other hand, what are some of the most rewarding na part po, sir, no, or aspects of working in startup, and why should like someone consider pursuing the career in this field?
We mentioned earlier that startups has a lot of challenges, but in comparison to the rewards, it's not compared. Like the fulfillment, the learning that you got from starting a startup is really something great. Like I've learned a lot of things aside from the knowledge that I've gained. I've met a lot of great people. Just imagine if I didn't pursue a startup, I would be in Bukidnon, just doing probably in the house, or probably just in the home doing programming. But because I pursued a startup career, I was able to meet these great people, great friends, and I was able to witness different skills of my team. Like I'm very proud with my team, and
wow, that's great.
And yeah, with meeting great people, with gaining a lot of knowledge, and basically providing. I have 2 children, and with my family, probably I would say I could provide them with the things that they want us, because I keep hustling. I keep because my startups was able to provide that. So that's something that I'm proud of, and I'm happy to pursue.
Wow.
That.
Indeed, working in startup can be a rewarding experience, right? In many ways. Like from my perspective na din, sir, after hearing what you have shared a while ago about the startup, that working in this field may come with its own somehow rewards, and the opportunity to make the significant impact and contribute to a rapidly growing business that can be sure powerful motivator for those seeking a dynamic and entrepreneurial career path. So taking you to the future na ta, sir, how do you see the startup industry evolving in the future? And sorry sir, to add on, what opportunities do you see for those looking to start or further their careers in this field?
Yeah. As I mentioned, when I started here in Cagayan de Oro, there were only few startups. And right now, I've seen a lot of startups already establishing their own. I've seen a lot of young startups they started, really. And I'm very proud of that, that the community, like the CDO Bytes, the USTP, and other organization was able to contribute and start here in Cagayan de Oro.
Nice.
And not just in Cagayan de Oro, I've heard like in Manila, when around 2017-18, I went back like 30 times in Manila just to raise funds. I was not able to raise funds there despite of those struggles. But I've seen a lot of CDO startups that was able to raise funds in Manila. So basically, there's really a great progress already in startups just here in Cagayan de Oro, here in Philippines, and I believe that there will be more startups, there will be more innovations, ideas that would really contribute great things, not just in the Philippines but in the world.
Yeah, unexpected to happen, good sir. No? The startup industry is really expected, sir, to continue to evolve and grow in the coming years, driven by its advancement in technology and changing somehow consumers' behavior. Further, how did, sir, the university, the USTP, help you thrive in your career today?
Yeah, USTP is I'm really proud of being an alumni in USTP.
Yes.
Not just from the college life that I did, I was able to attend different competitions because of USTP.
Wow.
Before, we won a lot of different competitions before. Then after that, when I graduated from USTP, I always keep in touch with my professors, and then recently with CDO Bites, with different, like with Sir Bronson, with Sir Alex, and so many great people here in USTP. I've been in contact with since I started my startup, especially with Street Bike. And we also have other startup like a mobile gas. So USTP really helped a lot, and not just the resources, but the network also, the inspiration, the motivation that USTP gives us.
That's great to know that you were able to share, sir, your knowledge regarding on that matter, and that was amazing, Sir Rhey. Personally, I am also grateful to the USTP that we are guided to be knowledgeable and have the skills which are relevant to our chosen fields. And this pressured education help us develop our critical thinking skills, the problem-solving abilities, and even subject matter expertise that are essential for the success in our careers. Finally, Sir Rhey, what career advice that can you give to our fellow USTP trailblazers, whether they are fellow alumni or students turning in right now, on how they can thrive in the world of work, particularly to someone considering a career in a startup?
Yeah, I would recommend you pursue your dreams, your passion, and with that through technopreneurship, creating something new is something that would really, by the end of the day, you'll be really fulfilled if you create something new. Try reading about 0 to 1. It's a book that would inspire you to create a vertical leap. So, pursue your dream, pursue your passion, create your own niche, somewhat your own strength, and that would drive you to your success.
Thank you so much, Sir Rhey, for sharing valuable insights and practical tips on how to build a successful career in startups. We hope that your story that you have shared has inspired our alumni and provided them, sir, useful information as they consider their own career paths. And thank you so much as well, sir, for saying yes to this opportunity. And also, thank you so much to those who join us this evening, including our alumni trailblazer students, the faculty, and most especially to our, again, guest speaker, Sir Rhey, and to the entire Career Center team, and to everyone who contributed to the success of this episode. If you are seeking for more career advice and resources, please like and follow us on Facebook at USTP Career Center, or you may subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can actually also visit our website. Details are on the screen. Join me again next time for another enriching and inspiring Alumni Talks. I'm your host, Mayor Mia H. Bautista for Alumni Talks Season 2. Remember that your success is not just a destination, it is a journey. Keep striving, keep growing, and keep reaching for your dreams. Good night, Trailblazers, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Bye!